Electric cars might seem like the technology of tomorrow, but their story actually starts more than 180 years ago before gasoline cars even existed. Let's take a journey back in time to uncover the surprising origins of electric vehicles and see how they evolved into what we know today. It all began in the early 19th century. Scientists and inventors were racing to harness the power of electricity, and transportation was one of their biggest challenges. In the 1820s, inventors in Hungary, the Netherlands, and the United States started experimenting with small-scale electric motors. These early motors were not powerful enough to move anything significant, but they set the stage for a major breakthrough. By the 1830s, Scottish inventor Robert Anderson created what is considered the first crude electric vehicle. His carriage was powered by non-rechargeable batteries, which meant it could run only until the batteries were drained. It wasn't practical, but it was a revolutionary idea of vehicle that didn't rely on horses or steam. Fast forward to the 1850s, and another key invention would make electric cars more feasible: the rechargeable lead-acid battery, developed by French physicist Gaston Planté. This innovation gave electric vehicles the ability to store energy and recharge, making them far more practical for everyday use. The first real electric car, as we might recognize it, appeared in the late 19th century. In 1888, a German inventor named Andreas Flocken built the Flocken Elektrowagen, often considered the first true electric car. It was a small, lightweight vehicle that resembled a horse-drawn carriage. Unlike Robert Anderson's invention, this one could be recharged, and it showed the world what electric transportation could really achieve. By the early 1900s, electric cars were thriving. They were quiet, clean, and easy to drive compared to their gas-powered counterparts, which were noisy, dirty, and hard to start. In fact, in cities like New York, electric cars made up a significant portion of vehicles on the road. Famous figures like Thomas Edison even worked on improving electric car batteries, hoping to make them the future of transportation. But then, a challenge arose: gasoline-powered cars. When Henry Ford introduced the Model T in 1908, it changed everything. Gasoline cars were mass-produced and far cheaper than electric ones. By the 1920s, electric cars were nearly extinct. For decades, it seemed like the dream of electric vehicles was over, but innovation never stops. Concerns about air pollution and fossil fuel dependency brought electric cars back into the spotlight in the late 20th century. By the 1990s, automakers started producing modern electric vehicles, paving the way for the Teslas and EVs we see today. So, the next time you see an EV silently cruising down the road, remember it's not just a car. It's part of a legacy, a dream that began long before any of us were born.